Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little follow-up video on the Govee lights for Simhub. I've been running them for probably about 8 months now, and they're just totally awesome. So I definitely recommend grabbing a pair of lights if you can for Simhub. Check out my other video as I've done the walkthrough. Just a note on that other video, you don't actually need to install Razer Synapse. So you can, if you have installed it, you can actually uninstall it, and that's what I've done. Yeah, you don't actually need it. So these are the six, what are they called? I'll just look here. So, yeah, these are the H6047s. So these are the bigger lights. These are slightly more expensive, but they're super nice. It's kind of how they look here. You can see them still up the sides. I kind of have them like this. I just have them over my computer monitors, my studio monitors, so they're elevated even more. They come with a really nice control box like this. When you turn this, it changes the color of the lights. But of course, with Simhub takes control, and you don't need to use that. And then the other lights are these smaller bad boys. And don't be fooled; these actually give quite a nice bright light as well. So I've got kind of these right behind my monitor, just off to the sides, and they create sort of this glow. And then I've got my bigger H6047s above my studio monitors, just to the right of these. So the whole part behind my computer is quite nice and backlit. So yeah, just back to Simhub. You can see under the Govee lights, this is the H6047s and the 6056. So yeah, you can run them both together no problem, and you can even add even more Govee devices or lights, and I plan to do that eventually. Maybe a light strip or something. I have to look and see what's available, but I know people have been having problems with getting these to work in the LAN options. Some people have, and there's a few that haven't. And I've heard of some firmware issues where Govee has sort of promised a firmware update in January that hopefully fixes some of the issues. So hopefully it works for you eventually. But yeah, I can confirm this one definitely works, the 6047. So yeah, you can control device brightness. You can control global settings. Another really cool thing you can do is group them together, because you've got all these different segments within the light itself. So if you right click, you can go to device area group, and you can combine them all the segments into one group. So that makes it a lot easier, right, to just move one giant group as opposed to moving each segment into, you know, the new group you want or whatever. So, and I've done that for both lights. I run typically open wheel. Well, I have been in iRacing running the Super Formula, so this kind of placement works really well for me. So just back to some of the settings. I have my global brightness at 80. You can go all the way up to 100 obviously, but I find 80 is plenty, especially at night. It can get actually quite bright, so 80 works pretty well for me. Turn off lights when monitor is sleeping. My monitor never sleeps, so that doesn't really apply, but I have it checked anyways. This is kind of optional. You can have light, dark. I think this is, you know, do you run your lights in the daytime more, or do you run them at night? So maybe I would be best to use this dark mode. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but and then you have this experimental thing as well. But just leave mine on light at the moment, and that works fine. Yeah, so I could adjust with the brightness a little bit more. Um, I'm not sure if this, okay, so the global brightness, I guess the global brightness would also affect the brightness scene settings. I'm not sure, I'll have to experiment with that. So this part here is important. If you want to tweak the way the light actually looks, like the color correction, gamma correction is basically like the color a little bit. You can tweak this, if your blues are somewhat too turquoise or they're too bright, or you just want to get it so it looks like the game a little bit more, how your monitor maybe look like or is showing the colors. You can tweak this. If you tweak it down, you can change it up, and I just leave it at 100 for now. I know the creator of Simhub recommended this setting, but you can definitely change it up. Yeah, what else? Grid columns, you can change the stuff if you want. Just when you're moving this stuff around. I just leave it as is for now. And then controls. So there's a couple hotkeys you can, if you've got a Stream Deck or something. Toggle capture freeze. Right. So I guess this is if you see a color you really like and you just want to freeze and hold that color. I guess this is how that works. So I would program a hotkey, and then when you see a blue or something, or say you're running NASCAR and you can't get any sky, right? Because you're looking out the stock car and there's not much. You're just seeing the top of the windshield, and you can't see the sky, and you just want to sort of capture something, or you can enable a hotkey and just freeze the color with this. I'm guessing this is how that works. Capture freeze, capture unfreeze. Okay. Yep, and then toggle your capture freeze. So that's cool. So I'm gonna get some Stream Deck keys made for that, and that'll be that. So that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to show you guys what's possible. And another cool thing is, when you're running Simhub in the background, but you're just working on your PC, you're working on Windows, or you're browsing the internet or whatever, the lights here will mimic whatever you have on your screen. So if say you run Simhub when you start Windows, your lights should automatically connect, and these lights will match your screensaver or your whatever your desktop image is. So say you have like a cool sunset or something, your lights will automatically match that sunset. And so it's kind of just an ambient thing that you can just work on your computer with, and use it outside of Simhub, when Simhub is running itself. So yeah, that's about it, and let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. And yeah, it's been fun using these lights. Alright, cheers guys.